All right, so with the introduction of the newest heavy burst pulse rifle, Cruel Mercy, we have 7 of those pulse rifles in that archetype. Now, I've been a big fan of Aisha's Care and rocking the 2-round burst pulse rifles. So what I want to do is take all those pulse rifles, slap them on the wheel, try them out in trials, and at the end come to the conclusion of which ones were my favorite and what I would consider the #1 pulse. Let's see what the first heavy burst pulse rifle is going to be. I'm not going to be upset with any of these, but to be honest, I'm not too excited using the Nullify.
Why are you the way that you are?
When I was crafting it, looking at its stats and whatnot, it just didn't really have the perks that I wanted. But first up is Graviton Lance. So instead of just completely relying on the experience that I get with the pulse rifle, inside of the game, I wanted to look at the numbers, right? We gotta ask, what do the stats say about the guns? I took a little bit of a look here, and basically, Aisha's Care seems like it's on top, besides some of the crazy stats that something like Revision 0 gets because it's an exotic. Same with Graviton Lance. But when it comes to the legendaries counterparts, you got to take a look. Impact, of course, gonna be the same. The range, I spec every single pulse rifle here with what I would consider the best god roll. All right, you can take a look at what I would recommend, what I would run personally. You got things like Lone Wolf. Head Seeker is a very common perk here, and it makes a big difference in securing those kills that sometimes people will leave walking away 1 HP. So a lot of the weapons have pretty good range. I noticed after playing with a 2-round burst that maxing it out as much as possible actually goes a long way of making the gun feel pretty crispy. So this is what it looks like. Aisha's Care winning with the range besides Revision 0. And then Graviton Lance does get insane range with the second shot of the burst. You do have the stability stat as well to worry about. The higher the stability, it seems easier to land those 2 shots on a target. And Aisha's Care coming out on top again. Revision 0 is a stability monster. Same with Graviton Lance. We move on to the handling stack. They're pretty much similar. There's not really too many crazy gaps here. And you got the reload speed, which is all pretty much the same as well. These pulse rifles are going to come with like 20 shots in the magazine usually, and you know, it's not that big of a deal. You can kind of upset the slow reload speed with some of the origin traits like Amalan Fluid Dynamics. And then you got the aim assist stat. All the aim assist stats are going to be kind of on par until you start adding things like Lone Wolf, because it gives you like a minimal like aim assist buff and AE buff as well, so keep that in mind. Moving along, we got the zoom the same across all the pulse rifles. Surprisingly, Graviton is 17. Airborne effectiveness doesn't really matter on the pulse, but if you care, the Lone Wolf did get a rework where it gives the weapons more airborne effectiveness, so you're gonna see things like Cruel Mercy just coming out on top when it comes to that stat. You got the magazine here, like I told you, pretty much the same. The recoil direction for those that care. Personally, the recoil direction on Aisha's Care is looking kind of crazy. It ends on the 5, which in my opinion is a sweet spot every time because it shoots, you know, pretty much vertical. Now, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not going to be a deal breaker if you have a different recoil direction on the other pulse rifles. And the last thing I wanted to share with you guys, for those that care, is the flinch resistance. For whatever reason, it seems that Aisha's Care has less flinch, and it's probably because of that Zen moment. So again, you can take a quick look here. These are all the rolls that I put on the pulse rifles. I try to spec them out as best as they could. And I want to go ahead and crafted all these guns to make sure we use them for a crispy run. All right, we got the Graviton Lance on now. It's an exotic. This thing has crazy stability, crazy range. It's been OP sometimes, nerfed, and then buffed again to be even more OP. Nowadays, I don't really know where it stands. I think it's still really good, especially in PvE. The explosions are really, really fun. So let's take it out for a spin and see how it treats us. All right, first up, we're up against some Jade Rabbit action. They got someone rocking the Mida, and they got someone rocking some Invis with a Criminal's Dagger. It's all solo players, so let's see how it goes. What the hell? Oh, yep, there's a cheater in solo queue. This is my first game solo queue, and there's already someone cheating. He has the what the what? Oh, it can grow? Dude, this is a solo queue experience? Dude, what else can they do? I see the numbers and everything. What about a giant sniper? What about... Dude, that's kind of crazy. It looks OP, like an alien invaded the game, bro.
Very good.
Dude, it looks like an alien invaded the game. Like the way it's like the Witness and shit.
A few inches later.
We gotta go up against little Invis, some Dawnblade action. Surprise, surprise, someone's rocking Void Walker.
Only one enemy is left.
Nice one, Graviton.
1 minute left, my friend.
Good shit, baby. I wonder what I should be taking advantage of when it comes to the Graviton. I'm willing to bet the range is It's gonna snipe people. Even though the gun says it has max stability, it kicks way more than my eyes just care. Got that pick, which is really important. Didn't get traded out either.
Only one enemy is left.
Gotta love that. I'm gonna go challenge this guy. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna take a little look here at the perks to kind of refresh my memory. So they just explode, second shot, does high damage and recoil with no fall off. Gotcha.
Only
Holy.
one enemy is left.
Holy! Wait, Graviton Lance is this crack still? Dude, this thing just rips through their HP. I'm surprised we're not seeing any Gravitons this weekend. It has so much range. Does a lot of damage too. Gotta watch out for some snipes. We're gonna see some Jade Rabbits on the side more than likely. That's why I don't want to challenge that much. Get the heavy ammo.
They better run.
Jade Rabbit cooks.
1 minute left, my friend.
IFrostBolt making trials. Players earn their flawless runs. I see noted.
Oof. I made a mistake. I got distracted by this guy so much. Didn't realize they were on the zone. I was smart of them. I just had that Warlock so weak for so long. I was like, dude, I gotta get that kill on him. It's gonna have a bit of an angle there.
Only one.
Gotta
enemy
love
is
that.
left.
Dude, you could just hit fire with it too. It does so much body shot damage.
1 minute left, my friend.
Oh my goodness.
You have
I like this.
flattened
I
your
like the pulse a lot. The most challenging part about Graviton Lance really just comes down to that recoil. But if you practice enough with it,
Your team
I
stands
think it pays off. So we do have like insane range on this too. Should dabble trying to take advantage of that.
tall. 1 minute left, my friend. Only one ally is
Oof,
left.
nice trade. Okay.
30 seconds left.
Oh, the smoke grenade coming out sooner would have probably earned them the win right there. I felt a little bit confused because when I got ran at by the guy with the slug shotgun, it's almost like he missed, but I still ended up dying to one of his melees. I'm going to play a little bit more defensive here.
Only
Shit.
one ally is left. It is in their hands now.
Nice try, nice try.
Current revive.
Listen, the good news is I should have a shield bash. Gotta ask the question though, is it worth using or should I save it? I think the best play is waiting for abilities as well.
1 minute left, my friend. You stand alone. Do not give up. Your ally is back.
Damn.
Only one ally is left.
I ran out of super instantly, bro.
30 seconds
Kind of
left.
surprised. I turned the corner, they were across the map.
Revived.
There's no catching up to them. Huge kill.
One minute left, my friend. 30 seconds left. Your ally is back in the fight. Only
Oof, he's
one
so
ally
weak.
is left.
Let's go, the clutch. Nice. Let's go. The victory. What a close game, dude. All right, so Graviton Lance, really crispy. Surprised I don't use that more often for my pulse rifle needs. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. What other pulse rifle are we gonna use? This is a nice little refresher of how good some of these guns really are. All right. So this will be my first time using Cruel Mercy. I'm excited. Now, I did spec it out to be the best it was on D2 Foundry. Unfortunately, because of RNG purposes, I don't exactly have the 5 out of 5. I do have the Lone Wolf Head Seeker, and I think it's going to do a really good job here. All right, this match, we're going to fight against Dawnblade. What else I got? Someone's rocking DMT, Night Stalker. And they do have someone rocking the Golden Gun. All right, teammates, it's time to cook. I really like the sights too being really clean. Oof, caught me in the middle of a jump. Go for that revive, I dare you. You should be able to. Oh, wait. They got the crazy team shots right now.
1 minute left, my friend.
Oof, you guarantee this win with a rest. Oh, down he goes. Another one makes the same jump. Oh, no. Okay. Struggling for the revive. It's fine. We're back.
In the fight. Opponent revive. Opponent revive. Your ally is back in the fight. 30 seconds left. Only one enemy is
Jesus,
left.
what is happening in this game? There we go, guys. It was sloppy. Yeah, that was a mess. We're not really proud of what just went down that round, but we walked away with the W. I know it's pretty much the same gun as Aisha's Care, but it does feel a little bit different. Either that or I'm just too used to the Graviton Lance after the last game. We had, what, 9 rounds with it?
Only one enemy is left.
Got some good damage there, but unfortunately, I couldn't get the kill. Luckily, we got the teammates going off with the DMT. Beautiful team shots. It could have gone a little bit messy there if they started sitting on the rift. So we only have like a little bit of an aim assist buff with Lone Wolf at base.
Your ally is back in the fight. Opponent revive. 1 minute left, my friend.
All right, nice kill. Kind of sucks he got an overshield from that.
Only one ally
I shouldn't have really fought him.
Damn.
Nice try, guys. Look, what did I expect? I took a hipfire pulse rifle
The next.
against a DMT. I wasn't gonna win that. That gun is made to hipfire, not mine. 2-1. I do have a shield, so I'll probably make a play here on the heavy.
Only one enemy is left.
Got the heavy ammo. We're big chilling. Beautiful. Now let's keep it going. I'm gonna go right side. Look for some primary fights. There's a sniper rifle there too. Wow, dude. We got barrel popping off though. What can you do? What can you do? Oh shit, you got the range on them, bro. Oh my god, are you gonna clutch this? You got the spotlight right now. You're getting closer. That's this. Oof. Yo, nice try, man. All right, it's obvious that I'm getting a little excited for primary fights. I'm going in there and I'm becoming an easy target for them because, you know, I'm pretty much the only one running down mid lane like a psycho. So I will definitely, you know, back it up a little bit. What the fuck is shat on me? Oof. Yo, my teammates are cooking though.
Back in the fight. 1 1 minute left, my friend. Opponent revived. You are all that's left. This is your fight.
Oh
to
my
win.
god. What a challenge, dude. Huh.
Don't let this slow you
The enemy
down.
team is crazy, bro. I go one lane, I'm getting like destroyed by a 120. And then that guy's scout rifle apparently is nuts. I feel like I'm not applying like good enough pressure with this pulse rifle for whatever reason.
Only one.
Beautiful team shots. Yeah, the confidence with this pulse compared to last game is just not really there for me.
1 minute left, my friend.
I could tell you, dude, like my lone wolf head seeker, it's not feeling like my Zen moment head seeker I should scare.
Minute left, my friend. Only one ally is
Oh
left.
man.
It's in their hands now. Opponent revived. Your ally is back in the
What a
fight.
revive.
Only one ally is left.
Nice try, guys. Dude, he made 2 orbs. That's really good for them. Wow, I can't believe how hard this game is. Another 4-4. Just when I think I can play the game, dude, the supers come into play.
Left, my friend. Only one enemy is left.
Let's go, baby. Woo! The Sentinel Frisbee. Hey, you like to play fetch? That's a good boy. All right, it's time for the next game. Crew Mercy. I think it's good. I think it's pretty good, but I don't know what it was. It didn't feel too crispy for me. Like, I wasn't ego challenging. I didn't feel like I was getting some crazy 3-round burst with it. You know, I felt like I had to kind of catch someone off guard a little bit. But could have just been the game. I still think it has crazy stats. It has everything it needs to be a really good 2-round burst. All right, it's time for the long sword. This is the Crucible gun. You could just get it from turning in Crucible engrams. I would say pretty easy to get. And honestly, this was the gun that inspired the wheel of all these pulse rifles because I was trying it out and then I started counting how many of these heavy burst pulse rifles are there in the game. I was like, dude, we could do a wheel. I got the Lone Wolf, the Head Seeker. Some other perks that you could run besides Head Seeker if you really wanted to is like damage perks. Things like Zen Moment are in this column for the longsword. I just really like Head Seeker because not only can you enhance it for more stability, but you get the aim assist for the headshots and everything when you hit a body shot. And if your aim isn't on point, you can make up for that body shot damage by hitting a more impactful headshot, I guess you could say. So Head Seeker just feels like it always cleans up people much better than when you don't have it. So let's give it a try. All right, let's see. We're up against the aimbot knives. Got the Outbreak. Outbreak's really good. Jade Rabbit, little floaty lock. And then they got a tie-in as well, rocking SMG. Wow. All right, so we'll have someone actually playing really aggro against us. We got 3 tines on the same squad. Dude, who makes up this balancing? They get a Hunter, a Warlock, and a tie-in. All right, teammates, let's cook. Beautiful shots. I don't know where the last player's at. See the radar ping. Get in there, get in there. Is the last guy.
1 minute left, my friend.
Nice plays. All right, so they do have a time playing absolutely aggro. There was a chance there he actually killed me with a shotty right away. I don't know how far he would have gone in terms of killing my team, but I have to be careful. I think the scatter nuke was perfect timing as well for the flinch. Beautiful, beautiful. Can I close the gap here? We see the tie-in.
Left, my friend. Only one enemy is left. Only one ally
Shit.
is left. Damn.
Nice try, dude. I made a mistake. I thought the hunter was still alive. Dude, I jumped up looking for him. So I just got beamed by the tie-in. Still kind of impressed at how hard I just got fucking like sprayed by the SMG from that distance. Did not miss any shots. I gotta watch out. Not the type of gun I can really outgun in a 1v1, I would say.
Your ally is back in the fight. 1 minute left, my friend.
I have AE. Let's put it to the spin. Dude.
Only one enemy is left.
Fuck me and the suppressor, man. Can't fucking jump, bro. At least we slayed them all, right? We got super energy. I don't have a shield. Wow, the Jade Rabbit just destroyed my longsword. Play your life, brother. You got this shit. Nice shield play. I like that.
You are back in the fight.
It's all good, all good. You got the pick. 2v1, 2v1.
1 minute left, my friend. Only one ally is left.
There we go. Those are my Titans. Team Titans on top right now. I think I'm gonna change the playstyle from ego challenging to trying to do as much primary damage as possible.
Only one enemy is left.
Very nice. Good collapses, guys. I believe when I first tried the longsword with the lone wolf, it was before the nerf. So that's when you used to get like a lot more aim assist at base. So I'm thinking now it's just like not really that noticeable. The faster ADS is a W though. That might be enough for some people to rock it
Only one enemy is left.
because I mean these guns don't have the best handling, right?
Your ally is back in the
Beautiful
fight.
teams. Nice pressure right there. Me and the teammate had a crazy team shot ability. I threw the scatter nade, he hit the pulse. Whoever was there just got cooked. I noticed how my teammates are playing. They're kind of like playing aggro, so it's probably why I get sauced in like primary fights. They just have more teams than we do. Don't see anything here.
One minute left, my friend. Only one enemy is left.
Last one, last one. Got the tag. I'll go with you, bro. I got the AE bonus, so.
You are all that's left. This is your fight to win. Your ally is
There we
back in the
go.
fight.
Way to close it out. IFrostBolt cannot be defeated. Yeah, I think that flinch resistance stat actually is mattering a lot in these games because I feel a little bit more pressure to back off a fight when I'm getting shot back. All right, so the longsword, of course, that's a pretty good pulse rifle. I actually like it. It's pretty accessible gun to get as well. Not too hard compared to some of the other ones on this list, so keep that in mind. We got 4 more pulse rifles, and the one that I wasn't really looking forward to the most, Nullify. All right, so this is Nullify. It was kind of tough to build this one because it doesn't have the greatest perks ever. So I got the rapid hit for a little bit of stability, but on top of that, I figured that Desperate Measure was my best perk here. Get a kill, get the bonus damage, and you know, fry someone else. I did get a lot of range and stability on it. The stats on this are actually pretty good, it being a raid gun, so we'll give it a shot. All right, what are we up against? They got someone rocking the Night Stalker with a Jade. Someone else is rocking the Nature Reclaimed, a little SMG action there too, and another Jade Rabbit. They do have a Dawn Blade. Dawn Blade's gonna go crazy on this map. I think Nullify has a really nice iron sight. Teammates getting a pick right off the bat, got 2 down. Beautiful. I just kept spraying because I wanted to hit as much damage as possible before he escaped the screen and went to my teammate. So it looks like this guy's rocking like an invis build and just gets a free flank. If I can kind of get their attention a lot with this pulse rifle, I think our team is going to be playing really well. All right, jump up here, see what's up. Let's take a little peek here. Wow. Dude, it doesn't move at all. Very nice kill. There's one more guy. And you guys got that, right? Sweet. Hold on, I'm surprised. I guess with rapid hit, it doesn't move at all. It feels really good. It's kind of a shame it doesn't have like more crazy crucible perks. Imagine this with Zen Moment. I haven't had a chance to really see what the damage perk does for us here. Got the shield tag. We got the revive back too, which is nice. Not entirely sure where to challenge now. Oof, left them one shot. That's where the head seeker probably would have came in clutch, right? It had to, because I left them at 1 HP, bro. I must have hit like one body shot. Either that or one of my bullets in the 2-round burst didn't connect. I'm not sure. You guys would have to like pay close attention to that. Let me know. It's a 2v2, so very possible to win this round. Oh, perfect angle. That guy got stuck. I don't know where the last one's at.
10 seconds.
I'm gonna go sit on the zone. Looks like he's just chilling in the back of the map.
Opponent revived. Take the zone, friend, or fall to darkness. Only one enemy is left.
Nice. We're up 3-0 right now. Dude, I like the sound of this gun. And there's something about the feel of it too that I like. Honestly, I gotta say again, it's a shame it doesn't have better crucible perks. I kind of want to try this with heal clip desperate measures inside of 6s to see if you can get any crazy kill chains. Got the heavy ammo. Someone's running away. Very nice. And the last one got fusioned. Beautiful. You know, some of these pulse rifles, like if you want a little bit more flinch resistance, what you could really do is kind of like tune down the range stat, and you can get some more value out of adding stability to it.
Only one enemy is left.
Wait, who's sniping right now? There we go. Game over. We'll take a 5-0 for sure. All right, so Nullify out of the way. I said what I had to say. It's a shame it doesn't have better perks, but it's still a decent 2-round burst. All right, next up. Oh, let's see which one. There we go. My baby, Aisha Scare. All right, so next up is the Aisha Scare. A lot of people kind of claim that the loot for the Trials Weekend is bad when this comes up, and I'm sitting there like, are we acting like Aisha Scare isn't one of the most goated guns right now, especially it being a stat monster? I got 99 range, almost 80 stability. This thing is an absolute monster. So the beauty of Aisha Scare is that you actually get perks like Zen Moment in the first column. You could even do something like Keep Away 2 if you want to run even lower range and higher stability. But Zen Moment has that stability, that resistance to flinch, and I feel like that really matters on these guns. I got the Head Seeker. You got the top tier Amalon Fluid Dynamics. What else can you ask for? All right, we're up against a Dawn Blade. They got Jade. What else they got? Another Dawn Blade. They got Polaris. And they got another Dawn Blade with Polaris. Wow. All right, it's probably going to be the hardest match for these pulse rifles to really compete in. But honestly, it's probably the best match for Aisha Scare. With it being a stat monster, we're going to see how it hangs against some of these scouts. So they got the someone's going for a wild flank. I'm gonna go ahead and just stop this guy. No, they had that angle above me. Almost got the zone. Beautiful. Well played, well played. That was a chaotic round. I gotta keep in mind the duels are probably gonna hold hands with each other most of the time. Kind of a wild card here. Looks like they managed to get a pick. I'm hoping this guy throws off his guard here. That's a Jade Rabbit. It hurts. We got that one kill. It's a 2v2. Very winnable. I'm going to hop on the zone. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the last one. Still putting that radar pressure. Hold it down, brother. I got the zone. Don't you worry. Love to see it. We're up 2-0. Dude, it just hits the shots so easily. It's so smooth. I feel like there's like zero recoil. There's zero bounce. Okay, we see the Polaris. Someone's playing Blink on the far right. Nice cleanup. I got your back. Love to see it. The last thing you want to do against these type of pulse rifles is let me get headshots because it's gonna hurt. All right, let's take a look down mid lane. Ooh, they got a scout. Good news, I got a barricade, fam. Bad news, they're floaty logs. Oh my god, dude, the way it just kills. It's so fast.
1 minute left, my friend.
The last one is a Blink player. Oh my. All right, that wasn't all me. Definitely my teammate hit him a little bit. And that's another thing, dude, with these pulse rifles. Like, I know we talked about Lone Wolf gives you faster ADS and the airborne effectiveness, but even this one without it, it still feels like these pulse rifles hit their shots pretty well in the air. We could probably close it out here as I have two of my abilities.
Left, my friend.
Lucky me. They're probably gonna hunt me down though. I'm gonna get some more space. And we have the zone too soon. So if these guys are not interested, oh my goodness. Annihilated.
Opponent revived. 30 seconds left. Only one enemy is left.
There we go. Boom. Ended off with the crispy 5-0. You love to see that, man. Way to go. Absolute dominance. And maybe it's because I've been playing with Aisha Scare a little bit more than the other guns, but this gun just, it just has alpha energy, bro. Like, dude, I just feel like I got aura. All right, it's time to move on for the last two games. We got Revision 0, it's an exotic. You can put it in 2-round burst mode, and it has pretty much max range and handling, stability. And the other one is a gun that I've never tried. Honestly, I wasn't very interested in at all. And it looks like it's up next. All right, so next up is a Vex 2-round burst pulse rifle, right? I've never tried this one out. I know it has a decent PvE perk, the Jolting Feedback or Volt Shot, whatever it is. The origin trait is pretty solid inside of PvE, but as far as PvP goes, nothing really stood out to me. But we're gonna try it out here. The stats didn't seem too crazy. Now it does have one really good perk, which is Eye of the Storm. This makes it a really good dueling pulse rifle. Nothing too crazy in the first column. What stood out to me though was just perpetual motion, so we'll give it a spin. All right, it's time for Corrosion to come out to play. It looks cool, man. Definitely looks like a cool gun. I know you used to have some, things like High Ground, which it was a really, really busted perk. Oh shit, damn, he just 3-tapped me so fast. Get the revive, get the revive. All right, that's fine. You got the trade. Ego challenge, do it. Got the spotlight. Gotta show everyone, yo, I can win my ones. But yeah, High Ground was an insane perk. And unfortunately, Bygones got that perk, and things got wild in Trials. Like 2 bursts kind of wild. They had to nerf the perk. So then every other gun that had that perk didn't really get to benefit that much from it anymore. So yeah, it's not really worth using like it used to be. There we go. That's a tying down. But it feels good. It feels good. It feels really steady. And there's not that much of a crazy bounce as I'm shooting the gun. It could be the perpetual motion as well, which is, you know, not that hard of a perk to proc, especially now that you can enhance it. And on a map like Widow's Court, and if you're playing like me, we're moving enough to proc that perk at least ×1. All right, so they got that round. Unfortunately, I did waste my barricade. That means I don't get a free heavy ammo pool. Nice, I'm happy I got that kill. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna work on that heavy ammo, fam. Might not need it. Sweet. This Titan almost got a pick on me. If he had bolt charge maxed out, there's a good chance he would actually kill me. But I had the frisbee throw. It was gonna clean him up. You know, I'm actually really surprised with this gun. It's doing way better than I thought. Maybe I was too hard on this gun. Yo, teammates, cook them. I didn't see anybody that round. All right, I'm gonna run through middle. See if I can get a crazy little aggressive fight. Ooh. Doesn't seem like my range was very good there.
Only one enemy is left.
Last one. Oh my, bolt charge. You got strike by Zeus. All right, we'll take that W. All right, so that's 6 pulse rifles out of the way. And we're going to end it off with Revision 0. In my opinion, this is one of the most underrated exotics in the game right now, especially for Crucible. So you got the 2-round burst, which is really good. We already saw all those pulse rifles cooking. But then you got the stats. You got max range, insanely high stability, and max recoil direction. You can slap on 2 additional perks, such as moving target. You can slap on pressurized retrofit, which is pretty much under pressure. 2 perks on 1 gun, exotic stats, 2-round burst. We saw the stats on the comparisons and it was absolutely like blowing everything away. But honestly, one of the best things about it, it's this kind of like mini game. As you continue to hit headshots, you're gonna proc that sniper bullet. You see that scope? Boom, you put it on, you can no scope. It has like perfect accuracy in the hip. You can get some crazy picks. Obviously, you just gotta get enough headshots, but I feel like it's not too tough. All right, we gotta fight a Dawnblade. They got an Invis Hunter, and then they got a Dawnblade. So we're playing a 3-man team here. All right, here we go. Lock it in.
Go.
They got 2 Dawnblades and an Invis Hunter.
Left, my friend. Only one enemy is left.
Huge. I'm gonna go left side, beat the long lanes. Nothing here. Maybe we'll piss them off on the flank.
Left, my friend. Only one.
Where's the last guy?
Only
wow.
one ally is left.
I hit the floor too hard. No matter what, we can't let them have any like free rounds because they have Dawnblades.
Only one enemy is left.
Don't know where the last one's at. I can hear him flying. I'm gonna hunt him down on the other side.
1 minute left, my friend.
Warlock, where are you? Special delivery, huh? Oh, package for me. All right, we got 2 more rounds. I don't think we're gonna 5-0 them. Got heavy ammo. There's a shield for you.
Only one enemy
Well,
is
two
left.
piece. Last one. Hit the no scope damage.
Left, my friend.
Beautiful cleanups. All right, one more round. One more round. We didn't get a chance to use a sniper bullet at all. These guys just die way too fast. I'm gonna back up.
Your ally is back in the fight.
I got a nice head
1
glitch.
minute left, my friend. Only one
Oh, he got the
enemy is
two piece with the electric slide. Well, way to close it out.
Celebrate.
We did it, chat. Anyways, that's it. That's 7 wins with the heavy burst pulse rifles. I think Cruel Mercy is worth grinding for. A lot of these guns are actually worth getting. The good news is there's a couple of them, right? There's 7 and they all come from different parts of the game, whether it's trials, GMs, just Crucible engrams. So the accessibility and variety is there. You just go ahead and grind whatever you want. But the pulse rifles that I really like the most, I mean, I think I have to give Aisha's Care #1. Cruel Mercy is sitting at like a 3 spot, you know, maybe top 2 spot, but that longsword was popping off. If you count for exotics, I think Graviton has to take the #2 spot. That thing was crazy. Red Zero, while it does have that sniper bullet, I think people are gonna gravitate more towards having things like Zen Moment, Head Seeker, having the cool like power fantasy of Graviton Lance, or just in general using like enhanced perks that help you out with your damage and consistency of the gun. So yeah, those are kind of like my thoughts on the guns. I'll take Aisha's Care any day. Exotic wise, Graviton Lance. And if I want to use something that's like Void Energy, long swords right there. Arc, maybe Cruel Mercy, because it's like Aisha's Care pretty much in the energy slot. But that's pretty much it.